Wright for Party Update TV. I am here with Continental Autosports, Jeff DeSandro. Jeff DeSandro. How are you doing, Jeff?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing good. Now, would you explain where you located Continental Autosports?
Continental Autosports is located in the western suburbs of Chicago, about 25 minutes from the city. Hinsdale, downtown, from downtown we're about 25 minutes, and Hinsdale is about 20, I'd say about 22 miles, roughly. We're at the interchange of Ogden Avenue and 294. We're right there. We're like just west of the interchange.
Now you out there. You were showcasing Ferrari Madonna.
Well, we're downstairs. We had a Ferrari California. That's what's downstairs as people walk in tonight that they can see. The Ferraris, they're building a more versatile car than they used to build. It's not as track intensive, I guess you could say. It's more of a car you can use every day. Has a hard top, and then it's a convertible, so the top comes down. It has a lot of space in it, so you can put things in the car, drive it daily, but it's still a Ferrari. It's still very extreme. It's still very capable of very extreme performance, but very drivable, very livable now, which is something they haven't done in the past. They're building cars now for all sorts of different type of people that would be interested in Ferrari products, you know, and there's some people that want a more versatile, and this is their first car to do that, the California, and that's what I brought tonight.
Now, kind of like more Americanized. Would you put it?
Not Americanized as much as just more versatile, more usable, more of a daily. It has more daily usability and more space in it. But it's still a special car. It still feels special when you drive it. It's still a Ferrari. It still has the driving emotion that Ferraris have.
I know in Europe their roads are straight. In Europe, and I know that's what Ferraris are built for like straight roads.
Well, they're built, actually, Ferrari is a company that derives a lot of their technology from Formula One racing. Formula One racing is about the most advanced type of racing there is, and the cars are highly technically advanced, and a lot of that trickles into the products, the road cars that Ferrari builds. But believe it or not, it's not straight line. It's a lot of road courses. Ferrari, in the Formula One circuits they compete in, are in road courses. Some of them are clockwise, some of them are counterclockwise, some of them have many, many turns. And they do a lot of road driving, and these cars really thrive on that type of road driving with a lot of turns and a lot of elevation changes. Of course, they're great on straight. Straight line speed is still very, very good, but the cars are built to develop a lot of grip. And they have a certain sound, they have a certain ability to be light on their feet in terms of handling. They're very sticky in terms they're stuck to the ground very well. It just brings you into a very, they call it driving emotion in Italy, and it's a very driving emotional experience. The car has certain sounds, it has a certain level of performance that is just very inspiring, I guess you could say.
Now, how much horsepower does the new Ferrari California car have?
The California is about 460 horsepower, but it's capable of, you know, the mid threes from 0 to 62. Top speed is just shy of 200 miles an hour, about 195, somewhere in that range. So it doesn't necessarily take a tremendous amount of horsepower. It's how you apply the horsepower and the technology you use to get it to the ground. And that's what makes the car so effective.
Now, how much torque does it have?
With an Italian engine, they're usually a little less torque than the horsepower. So I don't know the number exact off the top of my head, but I would say the car is probably in the low 400s for torque. If the horsepower is 460, it's probably 430-ish, somewhere in that range. I don't know the exact number. You got me on that one.
Well, of course it goes that fast. Of course the torque is going to be low, right?
The torque is important, but Ferrari engines operate at very, very high revs. They have very high redline limits, and the horsepower overcomes any lack or lower level of torque.
Now, what other brands do you sell at Continental?
We sell Maseratis also. We're a new car Ferrari dealer. We're a new car Maserati dealer. Maserati is owned by Fiat, just like Ferrari is, so the technology is shared.
Fiat is Italian, correct?
Yeah. Fiat owns Ferrari and Maserati as well as Alfa and all the other things they have in Europe. But there's if you buy a Maserati product, they're usually about half the price new of a Ferrari, but they have a Ferrari engine in them. They're built in Modena, Italy, which is about 15, 20 minutes away from the factory that Ferraris are built at in Maranello. They're painted in the Ferrari factory. There's tons of technology sharing. And when you buy a Maserati, which they typically start in the 130-ish range, you're getting a Ferrari DNA car. You know, it's very, very much has all the Ferrari technology in it. But again, a very usable package with a lot of room in it, and a car you can drive every day, similar to California. Very versatile car.
Front of those, a lot of them turns in California.
What's that?
I know they have like the turns when you go to California and stuff. They have like the turns off the cliff.
Well, yeah, they do have a lot of nice roads in California to drive them. California is a big state for Ferrari and Maserati. They sell, I believe, 35 or 40% of all the cars retailed in the country are done in California. It's the biggest state from a retail basis for both brands. And it's a car state. Car people, there's a lot of car people in California. They're very passionate about cars, and obviously we fit right in with that.
I know I was watching TV, and a police officer pulled over a consumer that was driving a Ferrari, and the police officer asked what the Ferrari driver, what do you do? He's like, I'm a trader. And he asked, how fast does the car go? And the consumer, the driver told the police officer how fast it goes, but he still didn't get a ticket though.
He still did get a ticket, or did
No, he didn't get the ticket.
A lot of times there's a certain curiosity and they just want to know about the car. You know, that's what happens when you buy one of these cars and you own them. You have to have some product knowledge because you're going to get people asking you, what is that? And
exactly.
And you need to kind of know your stuff, you know.
But I was getting my shoe shines at Nordstrom, and I was like, this guy gonna get a ticket, especially being on national television. This guy gonna get a ticket, and the guy didn't get a ticket, so I was wrong.
Right.
I am here with Jeff DeSandro of Continental Autosports in Hinsdale, Illinois. Naywri Wright for Party Update.
I'm bright to my eyes, like lighters, they shine inside my pocket.
Naywri Wright for Party Update TV. I'm here with the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society Man of the Year, Brandon Carone. What's up, Brandon?
How you doing? So basically, we're raising awareness for the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society. Children who have, bone cancers, blood cancers that can't afford to pay for it. So we're raising awareness. We're raising dollars for a great cause. We have a great performance by Dan Black tonight. So it's going to be, all the movers and shakers in Chicago are here right now. So it's definitely a cool party. I'm glad you can make it.
Now, what made you get the Man of the Year?
I was actually nominated by the gentleman who won in 2009. So.
Almost a couple years ago.
Yeah, it's a couple years ago, and basically the way that you win this is it goes by votes, and every dollar counts as a vote, basically. So every dollar raised counts as a vote.
Nice. And you were recommended by what again?
The winner of 2009, Joe Sergi, actually nominated me to compete against everybody else in the city. So.
Now, do they have a Woman of the Year?
Yeah, there's actually a man and a woman of the year. The men typically raise money for a female, a child that has, leukemia and lymphoma cancer, and then the girls do it for a little boy.
Males.
Yeah, for the little boy, and then all of our money goes towards the little girl, which is on the TVs on the inside. Hannah is her name actually, and then all the girls do it for a little boy named Emilio actually. So.
Okay, now lymphoma and leukemia is something with the blood or something like that?
So it's actually a cancer that attacks bones and the blood, and it can be there's multiple different kinds, but it's the biggest cancer that's all around the U.S. So we actually have the biggest charity. Leukemia and Lymphoma is the biggest charity all across the U.S. too. So there's a ton of chapters in every city. So wherever you see this, you guys can donate at Leukemia Lymphoma or LLS.org.
Now, are you going? Do you run the marathons with them? Because I know they have a team and stuff like that.
We actually, I've thrown a couple events. They've had a couple of leukemia events. I haven't done them per se myself, but the actual grand finale is May 20th. So that's when all the announcements will be made and when I get crowned, hopefully.
Oh, that's coming in about another week and a half.
About 2.5 weeks.
Wow. So this is like a kickoff party or something.
This is my third event. We've done a couple of them. We've raised quite a bit of money, and this is going to be the biggest one, though. You know, we're expecting the biggest bang for the buck on this one. You know?
So lymphoma and leukemia is up there with cancer.
Yeah, it's one of the biggest cancers in the U.S. You know, this charity was founded, I think, like 30 or 40 years ago. So it has some traction. There's chapters in every major city. So this is something that everybody can relate to. Pretty much everybody in someone's family has. My grandmother had leukemia, so that's why I was connected to it more or less, other than being nominated. So,
Man, so you know how it feels like.
and I know how it feels because I went through the treatments with my grandma. You know.
Congratulations, man. Oh, you heard that? He went through the treatments. It's one thing when you can do that one-on-one support, cancer support. I know the one-on-one cancer support is very good confidence and lift people's spirits and motivation up when they have cancer.
Absolutely, and it's good spending. When we spend some time with Hannah, who's the girl that we're more or less endorsing, and she's best personality, best spirit. You know, like it makes you happy, and just realize what you have. You know.
Now, so you got the pleated collar right here, and double-breasted.
Actually, by Astor and Black, which is inside helping us out with this event, and it's a care me pretty good, you know.
Crease? Is it a crease, double crease, or just one crease around in the back? Oh, double crease. Turn around. Y'all see that? Double crease, not single crease, double crease. I'm here with Brandon Carone, the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society Man of the Year 2011. Naywri Wright, as I get a party update.
When I wanna quit, I suffocate it. Like shoot for malicious, stress repetitious, vicious. I'm one outsider, up above the streets on the DC wire. Higher, fire in my guts, in a rut. But what I've got is in no other human. But I do get lonely, scared I'm phony. As the lights of the cars go by in a stream, seems like I stand pretty much unseen. But I